Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve everything they want, while others keep trying and failing, no matter how hard they work? What if I told you that the secret isn't talent, luck, or intelligence, but something far simpler and far more powerful than most people realize? Today, on Englishshortandstories, we're diving into the unstoppable force that can transform your life if you harness it properly. The power of consistency. Stick with me for the next 15 minutes, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you think about success forever. And hey, before we dive deeper, if you love learning life-changing strategies in simple English, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to English. Trust me, you won't want to miss what is coming next. Consistency might sound boring to some. After all, it doesn't have the thrill of sudden breakthroughs, viral moments, or overnight success stories. But here's the thing. While everyone is chasing shortcuts, consistency is quietly building mountains behind the scenes. Imagine planting a tiny seed and watering it every single day. You might not notice anything for weeks. Months might pass. But eventually, that seed breaks through the soil, grows into a sturdy plant, and one day, it bears fruit. That's what consistency does. It compounds effort slowly, steadily, in ways that are invisible until suddenly, your life looks completely different. Many people start something new with enthusiasm. They hit the gym, begin writing, learn a new skill, or start a business. For a few days, maybe even a few weeks, everything feels exciting. They feel unstoppable. But then life happens. A busy week, a setback, or even just a moment of doubt. And just like that, they stop. And here's the catch. Stopping once might seem harmless, but stopping consistently, again and again, is the silent killer of dreams. Consistency isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about showing up, over and over, even when it's uncomfortable, boring, or exhausting. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named James who wanted to be a writer. Every morning, he promised himself he'd write at least 300 words. Some days he wrote 1,000, other days, barely 100. But he wrote every single day for 10 years. 10 years. By the end, James had not only written dozens of novels, but he had built a dedicated following who loved his work. The key wasn't his talent, it was showing up day after day. Even when no one read his words, even when he doubted himself. That's the power of consistency. Consistency doesn't just apply to work or learning a skill, it applies to every area of life. Your health, relationships, finances, and personal growth. All respond to small, consistent actions more than too dramatic, one-time efforts. Want to get fit? Going to the gym once a month won't help. Eating healthy once in a while won't make a difference. But exercising 3 to 5 times a week, eating nutritious meals regularly, and resting in these small actions, repeated day after day, create results that feel almost magical after a few months. And here's something most people don't realize. Consistency builds momentum. When you first start, your progress may feel slow, even invisible. But every day you show up, you're laying bricks. Slowly, the wall grows taller. Eventually, you reach a point where your past efforts start paying off faster than you ever imagined. This is why famous athletes, entrepreneurs, and artists often say that persistence is everything. It's not always talent that wins. It's those who refuse to quit, those who keep moving forward no matter what. Now, I know what you're thinking, but consistency is hard. Life is unpredictable. I can't do something every day for months or years. And you're right, consistency is hard. But it's also the most reliable shortcut to success. The trick is to make it manageable. You don't have to make giant leaps every day. Small steps are enough if you take them consistently. Writing 1 paragraph, doing 10 push-ups, reading a single page. These small habits are like snowflakes building an avalanche. Over time, the impact becomes huge. Let's talk about a very simple formula. Consistency plus patience equals results. If you skip patience, you'll quit too early. If you skip consistency, you'll never see results. Junid Boat, think of a bamboo tree. For the first 5 years, it barely grows above the ground. But it's developing an intricate root system beneath the soil, unseen. Then suddenly in the 5th year, it shoots up to over 80 feet in just a few weeks. If the farmer had given up after 2 years, they would have never seen the bamboo tower above the rest. Your efforts are like that bamboo tree. They may feel invisible at first, but every action counts. Here's another truth. Consistency also builds character. It teaches discipline, patience, resilience, and self-belief. When you follow through on small actions daily, you start trusting yourself. You start believing that you can control your own progress. This mindset is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Remember, no one is born disciplined or consistent. It's built, habit by habit, day by day. So how do you stay consistent when motivation fades? Here are a few practical strategies. First, focus on habits, not results. Don't obsess over how fast you're improving. Just commit to the actions. Second, set realistic goals. Aim for small, achievable steps that you can repeat every day. Third, track your progress. A simple checklist or calendar can give you a sense of accomplishment and keep you going. Fourth, remove excuses. Make your environment supportive of your habits. And finally, remember your why. Why are you doing this? Keeping that reason in mind will pull you through even the hardest days. Even when life throws obstacles at illness, stress, unexpected events, consistency allows you to keep moving. It doesn't mean perfection. It means persistence. Showing up a little every day, even when it feels impossible, compounds into extraordinary results over time. That's why millionaires, world-class athletes, and successful artists all swear by routines. They don't rely on bursts of inspiration. They rely on a steady, daily commitment to their craft. And here's a bonus tip. Consistency attracts opportunities. When people see you showing up every day, they notice. Employers, collaborators, and mentors gravitate toward those who are reliable, disciplined, and committed. The universe has a funny way of rewarding those who keep moving forward even in ways you can't predict. So don't just work hard. Work consistently, and the doors you didn't even know existed will start opening. By now, you might be wondering how to make consistency stick. The key is to start small and enjoy the journey. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for progress. Celebrate tiny wins. They fuel your momentum. And remember, setbacks are not failures. They're lessons. Even when you stumble, pick yourself up and continue. The most successful people in history have failed countless times, but their consistency brought them back stronger every time. Before we wrap up, one last story. Sarah wanted to run a marathon. She could barely run a mile when she started, but she ran a little every day. At first, she jogged slowly, barely covering distances that seemed insignificant. Weeks turned into months. Months turned into years. And one day, she crossed the finish line of her first marathon. What made it possible? Not talent, not speed, not luck, consistency. And that, my friends, is the lesson for all of us. So here's what I want you to do. Think about one area of your life where you've been inconsistent. Maybe it's your health, your learning, your work, or even your personal relationships. Now, commit to one small action every single day for the next month. Just one. That's all. Watch how this tiny shift compounds into something extraordinary. Remember, this is exactly what we explore every week on Englishshortandstories. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss life-changing lessons like this. And as we finish today, take a moment to reflect. Consistency. Small actions, repeated every day, can transform dreams into reality, ordinary people into achievers, and intentions into accomplishments. If you commit to consistency, even just for 1 month, you'll see changes that will amaze you, and that momentum will keep growing. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What small habit are you going to commit to every day starting today? Drop your answer in the comments below and inspire others too. And don't forget to share this video with friends or family who need a reminder of the power of showing up day after day. Because consistency isn't just a habit, it's a life changer. Remember, success isn't about giant leaps. It's about small steps taken consistently over time. Keep showing up, keep moving forward, and one day you'll look back and realize that what you thought was impossible became your reality. Thanks for watching English Sortanda Story, and I'll see you in the next video.